Hello, everyone. Before we begin, we want to share that our session today is scheduled for 30 minutes and we'll be providing opportunities to participate in discussions and Q&A. Today, we have our sign language interpreters, Sandra and Jen. And if you turn on closed captioning on Zoom, it's also available to you. This session is being recorded today to be shared to CK Job Workforce Suite, including social media and YouTube channel. Please turn off your video if you do not wish to be recorded. And please turn off your microphone if you're not speaking by using the microphone option located at the bottom left of your screen. Please place questions at any time in the chat function located at the bottom middle of your screen. If at any time you need us to repeat something, slow down, or anything else to help you participate, please let us know. You can turn on your microphone or type in the chat. So we will now begin and start the recording. So good afternoon, everyone. My name is Liz Goss. My pronouns are she, her, hers. I am fair-skinned with blonde hair and wearing a pink shirt. I am here on behalf of the Ontario Corporate Training Centre, OCTC, a new project committed to transforming workplaces through disability-inclusive hiring. We will now let the CK Workforce team introduce themselves.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kelly Bowers. I am a fair-skinned with brown hair, and it's down today, and I'm wearing a blue top. I am a supervisor with our CK Jobs program, and I am so excited that you are here to join us today to talk about transforming workplaces through disability inclusive hiring. Thank you, Liz. We would like to start with a land acknowledgement. Land acknowledgements are a way to recognize the traditional First Nation, Métis, and/or Inuit territories of a place. They are a necessary first step toward honoring the original occupants of what we know as Canada. They are inspired by the 94 recommended calls to action contained in the Truth and Reconciliation Commission of Canada. We recognize that it is important to not only read the land acknowledgement, but take a moment to reflect on its importance. And for this, we would like to take just a moment to reflect. Thank you for reflecting. Whether individuals are just starting out, looking for a new opportunity, or facing challenges finding work, we are here to support them at every step of the way. Through our Foundations of Work, skills development workshops, participants develop necessary skills to obtain and retain employment. These workshops are taught with a sector-specific focus, such as early childhood educator, customer service, or food service. Each program is delivered using a variety of techniques. This could include traditional classroom learning, paired activities, and self-reflection exercises. Through these teachings, participants gain fundamental job readiness skills, career development and exploration skills, personal management and life skills, job attainment and maintenance skills. Most importantly, each participant is connected to a job developer. They will be prepared to attend job interviews and obtain a work placement upon completion of the workshop. Some individuals need paid placement opportunities, as a way to get their foot in the door. Job developers work with job seekers to determine their career goals, and when ready, connect them to in-demand employment opportunities. Our program is funded to cover training or additional costs related to the job placement. Placements could be part-time or full-time. We really work with participants to meet them where they're at and to set them up for success. We have wellness programs where we can refer participants to programs where they can obtain confidential counseling services, mental health support, and other resources to assist when addressing personal or work challenges, all as a focus to improve overall well-being and contribute to job retention. We have a number of events, and on our next slide, we can highlight a QR code that you can scan to hear more about each of our different events that we're running. To highlight just a couple, on March 3rd, if you're passionate about making a difference in the lives of young children, you can learn about how ECEs play a pivotal role in shaping the future of our community. You can hear later on this afternoon about navigating the International Credential Recognition Program. Our big event and job fair is on March 5th, and it runs from 1 to 7 p.m. at the Bradley Center in Chatham. You can meet with employers, educators, and trainers to learn about part-time, full-time, volunteer, and summer positions. This is an event you don't want to miss out on. If you need help preparing for this, you can join a virtual session on February 26th at 12:30. And again, all through the QR code, you can get links to register for all the different events. If you want to get into contact with us, you can call 519-351-8573. You can email us at ckjobs@chatham-kent.ca, or you can visit our website at ckjobs.ca. Thank you, Liz.
Thank you so much, Kelly. So we are very excited to be able to share today more about OCTC. First, we'll learn about OCTC's mission and vision with a quick overview. Then we'll discuss the labor market and disability inclusion today and how that can impact your business's hiring and retention needs. We'll go over information about OCTC, the benefits, and how you can engage in the project. Then we'll have time for any questions. So again, my name is Liz, and I am one of the disability awareness trainers with the OCTC team with over 10 years of experience in curriculum development and adult instruction. I specialize in teaching adults, creating accessible learning materials, and helping individuals achieve their goals by removing barriers to learning. As a community leader, activist, and change maker based in Brantford, Ontario, I am passionate about fostering inclusive and driving positive social change. My colleague Kirsten will introduce herself next.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kirsten Smith, and my pronouns are she, her, and I am a passionate advocate for inclusive employment with a diverse background in educational, nonprofit, and for-profit organizations. My expertise spans training and development, program coordination, curriculum development, and the facilitation of strong community partnerships. I am another one of the disability awareness trainers with the OCTC team at Odin, and I am enthusiastic about increasing disability inclusion in Ontario's workforce.
Thanks so much, Kirsten. So the Ontario Corporate Training Centre is a province-wide project aimed to provide research-informed training, resources, and services to businesses across Ontario. Supported by the Ontario Disability Employment Network, ODIN, and funded by the Government of Canada, this project will foster strength-based collaborations and transform the employment landscape for people who have a disability. Together, we envision an inclusive and accessible Ontario where every person, regardless of their abilities, has equal access to meaningful employment opportunities. ODIN is a network of employment service providers united to increase the employment opportunities for people who have a disability. Employment service providers are agencies that specialize in connecting a pool of qualified job seekers to meaningful employment. We're going to discuss the labor market challenges. 68% of businesses say their sector is currently experiencing a labor shortage, according to the latest Workforce Ontario study. Additionally, the Conference Board of Canada predicts a 2 million worker shortfall by 2031. There are a number of factors that may be contributing to this. Some of these may include the shortage of skilled workers, making it harder for businesses to find and hire qualified talent. Ontario's labor force is experiencing demographic shifts with an aging workforce and a mass exit of individuals in their 20s and 30s leaving the province. Businesses must adapt to this changing workforce and recognizing the diverse needs and skills of various generations. Economic uncertainties, such as the unexpected affordability crisis, which may be driven by factors such as the rising cost of living, poverty, and housing, can impact job seekers' physical and mental health. These economic uncertainties can disrupt hiring plans and employee retention, resulting in even a more volatile labor market. Businesses need strategies to navigate these uncertainties while ensuring stability and growth. Increased globalization and rapid technological advancement has transformed industries, job requirements, and the way that job seekers are looking for new opportunities. Businesses must stay ahead by addressing global competition and preparing workers for evolving job roles. We are now going to share a slide from our online modules, People Who Have a Disability, the Facts. About 850,000 Canadians who have a disability are unemployed despite being able and ready to work. Disability inclusive hiring is one of the solutions to a labor market shortage many businesses experience. We are curious for you to reflect on what you think the greatest barriers experienced by people who have a disability are with accessing the workforce. If you want, you can share in the chat. And we know that the greatest barriers are based on myths regarding disability inclusive hiring, such as underestimating their capability or overestimating accommodations required, and employers' fear of the unknown. We're going to go over some information now about disability in the workplace. A survey by the Valuable 500 found that only 3% of leaders openly discuss their disability or primary caregiving roles in their organization. That same study found that 46% of employers in Canada do not report on the number of employees who have a disability. According to the 2023 Ontario Economic Report, only 44% of organizations have a DEI strategy in place that prioritizes accessibility, also referred to as IDEA. While that same report identified 78% of employers agreed that mental health was important to their organization's success, only 37% had a formal strategy to support an employee's mental health. We encourage you at this time to reflect on your personal experience of disability in your workplace Have you or any of your colleagues openly discussed disability? A 2020 survey found that I'm just going to wait for the ASL interpreters to switch. Okay. A 2020 survey found that 70% of job seekers want to work for a company that demonstrate its commitment to DEI, making that business an employer of choice. Now we are going to share a slide from one of our online learning modules about visible and invisible disabilities. When we think of a disability, we often can default to a disability that we can see. However, many disabilities are invisible, including learning disabilities, episodic disabilities, and mental health disorders. For this reason, we have included what mental health is and information for those who may need access to mental health assistance right into the learning modules. When it comes to disability inclusive hiring, what key challenges do you experience, if any? Please feel free to share in the chat. And we know from our survey that we have sent out to businesses, some challenge that they experience is attracting and accessing talent, internal knowledge and understanding of disability. And we do have a number of services that can support across some of these areas that you may be experiencing in order to increase your ability to create an inclusive workforce. So we here at OCTC like to view disability inclusion as a journey. While compliance is part of accessibility, fostering a truly inclusive workforce is an evolution of steps over time. To get started on your journey, here are some items to consider depending which challenges your business is experiencing. So learn about myths and misconceptions around disability. If you don't have a lot of experience with disability, consult with an external DEI professional who can help you raise your disability confidence level and take the first steps on the disability inclusive hiring journey. If finding and accessing qualified candidates for your role from the disability talent pool is a challenge, building a recruitment relationship with a local employment service provider can be a great place to start. Review your job postings for inclusivity. So beyond including an accommodation statement, there are a number of ways you can ensure your postings do not have invisible barriers that may be deterring people who have a disability from applying. And employee retention is a journey that begins on the first day of work. And by scheduling regular check-ins, you can provide ongoing support throughout your employee's career with you. If you need support with exploring these tactics and more to transform your workplace, there are a variety of ways that the OCTC team can help you. We offer sector and role-specific e-learning modules to increase your business's disability awareness and confidence. Upon completion of those learning modules, we offer enhanced services. I'll share in a few slides. Businesses that qualify to partake in the enhanced services will also gain access to a resource library of curated materials and toolkits for specific equity-deserving groups. And participating in the OCTC project is a great way to publicly demonstrate your commitment to disability inclusion and position yourself as an employer of choice. This also includes participating in Light It Up for ND on the third Thursday of October, where cities, monuments, and businesses light up in purple in recognition of National Disability Employment Awareness Month. In 2024, over 800 locations in almost 200 communities across Canada participated. So the OCTC project runs until 2026, January of 2026, and it's available to businesses in 4 sectors, including manufacturing, skilled trades, healthcare, and hospitality and tourism. There is no cost for businesses to partake in the project, but they do need to fall within our sectors and commit to the term of the project by providing ongoing reporting. For businesses outside the scope of our sectors, the Ontario Disability Employment Network, ODIN, offers an array of services to help businesses develop and engage a diverse and inclusive workforce. For more information, you can visit odinnetwork.com. And we're also going to be sharing another project by ODIN for any business shortly. So OCTC, we offer online self-directed learning modules designed to increase disability awareness and confidence at all levels of the business. These modules are approximately 30 minutes in length, available in English and French, with tangible outcomes for different levels of staff. They include for general learning, co-workers and staff teams, managers and supervisors, human resources, and executive leadership. Content and materials will educate employees and employers on disability awareness, inclusion, and accessibility promising practices. So we offer enhanced services for businesses that have completed some modules, and there are a limited space available for these services during the project. Each service is tailored to meet the individual employer's needs and suit where they are at in their journey to disability inclusion. This includes recruitment planning, online or traditional hiring portal assessments, access to Jobsability Canada, which is an AI-driven virtual platform that connects job seekers who have a disability to employers, organizational and/or human resource policies and procedures assessment, job posting and job description review with recommendation, resource library and toolkit access, relationship building and coordination and management with local employment service providers, and inclusive interview coaching. Should your business be interested in learning more about OCTC and how we can support you in your journey to disability inclusion, you can connect with our team. If you scan the QR code on the screen, you can book a meeting with me. And during this meeting, you can select the number of learning modules you will want for your staff. And there is no limit. It could be from one staff all the way up to hundreds and thousands of staff can access the training. We'll be providing you with an engagement letter to sign with a number of licenses. And once a month, we will meet to discuss the impact of the training on your business and explore further supports that you may need. And again, this is all for no cost. Next, we're going to share another project for any business in Ontario. The Beyond AODA Compliance Project is unique. Through this project, ODIN has been increasing awareness of AODA reporting requirements, dispelling regulatory myths, and helping businesses with one or more employees move from a standard-based compliance approach to a place of voluntary compliance, and heightened awareness of the business and social and community benefits of having a genuine culture of accessibility and inclusion. The project has explored employment barriers experienced by people who have a disability as identified by people who have a disability and focus on how they experience those barriers. This has been done by an environmental scan of current research data, as well as through ODIN's own survey of the disability community. So what can you do? You can register today to access all the free resources and training created under this project. You can gain access to resources to help you clarify your obligations under the AODA and the reporting requirements. Gain insight to dispel misconceptions surrounding disability, and use the curated resources to feel empowered to transition from a standard-based approach to one rooted with proactive and inclusive practices. Thank you so much. We're now going to open up the floor to any questions. You can use the raise hand feature, or you can put your question in the chat.
Oh, hello. Sorry, I can't find the raise hand function. I apologize. I use Microsoft Teams a lot. I just wanted to say thank you for the presentation. My role in Chatham at the YMCA is an employment program that helps individuals with disabilities find employment. So all these resources are really great. So I'll definitely be taking advantage of them. So thank you very much. It was very informative.
Thanks so much for sharing, Zach.
Mhm.
Are there any other questions or curiosities?
I think you're getting off easy today, Liz.
Hi, Liz. Actually, we do have a few questions that have been submitted by email. Can you please share a success story where disability inclusion significantly improved a company's performance or culture?
We'd be happy to share. Some of the businesses participating in the project have already increased their disability awareness and confidence levels through the surveys and our check-ins that we've learned about this, and has actually led to hiring employees who have a disability. They're able to tap into the local talent pool. And there is one case study, which Kirsten can put the link into the chat. It's from Crafty Corner Tea Room located in Woodstock. And Odin also offers more detailed business cases on our website. And Kirsten again can share those links in the chat.
Great, thank you so much. I think we have time for one more question that's been submitted. How can companies ensure that the recruitment processes are inclusive and accessible to candidates with disabilities?
Mhm. So some ways a company can make sure their recruitment processes are inclusive and accessible may include reviewing human resource policies and procedures, assessing online or traditional hiring portals, reviewing job postings and job descriptions to ensure that they're free from biases, and using clear and inclusive language. And again, utilizing your wonderful local employment service providers to tap into the disability talent pool. Businesses participating in the project, again, may be able to access some of these services. And Kirsten's also going to share in the chat 2 links to free downloadable resources businesses can access. One of them is called 7 Tips for Creating Highly Effective Job Postings and E-Recruiting Tip Sheet. Thank you, Kirsten, for putting those links in the chat. And again, thank you so much, everybody. I'm just going to share our contact information, and you can follow us on social media, including LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram.
Thank you so much, Liz, and to your team, and thank you to the interpreters for supporting this as well. There's a lot of very useful and valuable information that you were able to provide, and I'm excited for participants to be able to access that now as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
As Katie said in the chat, all resources, including the presentation recording and the links, will be sent out afterwards. Thank you for attending this presentation with us. On behalf of the CK Jobs team, really look forward to hopefully seeing everybody at our Job Expo or Job Fair on March 5th at the Bradley Center from 1 to 7 p.m. And don't hesitate to get into contact with us if you need anything else or any further supports for employment. I think that's it for today.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much. All right, have a great day.
Yeah, thank you. See you.